And taking the ball for the Mets, David Peterson. How about a scouting report on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. This is Bryce Terang, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Chourio aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw save. That's a stolen base.
That's low. That's a ball.
Left field. Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And they take the lead.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. And they lead by 2. Safely into second. He's got a double. And now it's William Contreras. Out front, ripped foul. Man at second. In the dirt, blocked.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Ball.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Lindor under it. And there's one down.
Oh, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
No, that's in.
The 1-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Out towards right center field. Bench under it. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Out to short, Lindor. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Nope, ball. Ball.
Patrick, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Misses off the inside. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that's in there at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
In the air, right field. And there's 2 down. Two down, nobody on. What a stop. Nicely done for the out. Back here in Queens, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. First pitch swinging.
Ball.
This one high in the air to left center. And a quick out, number 1. Right back to him on the mound. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn now. And a foul ball. The 0-1.
That's in. Ball.
In the air, right side. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning. Right through there for a strike.
No, that's out.
And 2 aboard now as the lead runner stops at second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, and he can't come up with it. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. All loaded up. Carson Benj up now for the Mets. Golden opportunity right here. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Fouls away the first offering. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And that's too high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity.
Swing and a ground ball. They get the tag on him, and a run scores on the double play.
Batting ninth, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Swings through that one for strike one. Comes up empty.
Ball outside.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's to third. Rengifo in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Back here in Queens, here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. That one lifted to left. Soto on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and 1 out. Foul ball there. Tied up here in the early going. That finds the mark on the inside corner. That one back up the middle and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here comes Christian Yelich. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Step off throw to first.
Hey!
Turang dives back in safely. That one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away.
That's the ball.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Fought off foul. Hit weakly on the ground. And that's the inning. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the last of the third. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. That one at 95 missed up top, ball 1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. On his toes, pulls it back over the wall. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. It gets down, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Ball. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And that's way high. And the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. But misjudges this one, and it falls. Bichette comes around to score. It's 3-2.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Brett Baty. Baden in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man on second, 2 down. Sets him down looking. They limit. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Joey Ortiz. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Towards first, Polanco takes it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air center field. Robert has a beat on it. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Luis Robert.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 80.
That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. And it one-hops the wall. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 4th.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at second.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And that one is lifted in the air. Chorio drifts towards it. And there's one away. Now it's the right fielder, Carson Benj. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Here's the 0-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Robert on his way around third. He'll score and the Mets take the lead.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ball outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one outside.
Nope, that's outside.
Ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying, but it's off the leather. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with gone. The left-hander on now, DL Hall.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two on, one out. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 away.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. In comes the run from second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And that will end the inning. Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 5th. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
No, that missed. Ball.
Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to the left.
That's a foul
and it
ball.
Goes just foul. In the air, right field. And there's one down.
Ball.
Just
Ball.
missed. And another
Nope,
ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, A.J. Minter.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Man at second. To the right side. Fires to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. Just off the inside edge. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and we're at the top of the fifth. In the dirt. And the runner holds.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swings and misses, and it's 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Robert under it, and that is that. But the back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
In the air to left center. Freeland should have this one. And a couple of quick outs. So here's Robert now.
For the Mets, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Here, what?
That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. In there at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And now the count is even.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fly ball to right. And that'll do it. Top 6. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Tobias Myers. Out front, rip foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next pitch is in the dirt. Full count now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Just missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away now.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here is Gary Sanchez. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That is cut on and missed. 0-2 now. Got him swinging. Bottom of the 6th. Here, Marcus Semien. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Anderson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air. Frelick running hard to get it. And there's one down. Bench
what you got?
Checks his swing. Appeal to third. Didn't go. The 1-0.
Ball, that's down. Hee-haw!
Lifted in the air, right field. Chourio, long run into the gap. That's out number 2. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 1 for 2.
Hike one. Ball.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Queens, we go to the top of the 7th. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. 0-1.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
6'1" righty, 225 pounds, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2016. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to the pitcher, and very nicely done for the out.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Foul ball there. The Mets up by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On a line out towards center. Robert takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Now at the plate, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 3. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. That ends the frame. Back here at Citi Field. For the last half of the 7th. New arm out of the bullpen. Rob Zastryzny. This one ripped, but foul to the right. That's to third. In time to Vaughn. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Carrying well. Caught just shy of the wall. Down the third baseman, Bo Bichette.
Ball.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1-2 here. This one in the air, center field. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, number 2. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Sean Manaea.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just...
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. The Mets leading by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings over the top of that one. There's a swing and a drive. And foul ball. Yelich tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. And down on strikes. 2 gone. 2 outs. Base is empty. William Contreras now at the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back into the bullpen and gone. And just like that, they're within a run. On the ground, right side. And that is that. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. In number 11. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Trevor McGill. And there's a foul ball. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. A little bit low.
No, that's
One
low.
ball, one
Ball.
strike.
No, that's out.
And a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And there are 2 outs.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Robert at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Late that time, and it's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here in Queens, leading off, Sal Freeland.
Sal Freeland.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact.
Devin Williams on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Blake Perkins stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The Mets trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Brewers.
Third baseman, Luis Renjico.
Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's in. Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. Williams is just 1 strike away.
That's
too
down.
low.
That's a ball.
It's 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Berg. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Your footsteps through the dark, the colors shaping amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The faintest traces that Jay left to paint and memorize that I kept